Welcome to the C-Suite of the Open Video Series with TMX Group. I'm Arnie Goldstein, Head of Company Services based out of Vancouver. Joining me today is Don MacDonald, the President and CEO of NorZinc Ltd. Don, thanks for joining me today. And let's get right into it. Tell me about the industry that you operate in and NorZinc's special spot inside.
Yeah, NorZinc is focuses on the development of the Prairie Creek mine, which is a very high-grade zinc-lead silver mine, which was originally a silver mine in the 1980s, but now with zinc prices, it is a zinc mine predominantly with about 22% of its revenue at current prices coming from silver, although that number is going up as the silver price is going up as I speak. It is also the highest, it's the third highest grade undeveloped large zinc deposit in the world, with a zinc-lead equivalent grade of about 17%, and overall zinc equivalent grade, including the silver, of 23% zinc equivalent.
Wow, that sounds like a huge mine. What are some of the catalysts that are going to affect NorZinc over the next 18 months or so, and what are your plans there?
The big catalysts is the work we're going to be carrying out on looking at the potential for expanding the design throughput of the mine. Our target is to increase that by 50% through design changes, with a relatively modest increase in the capital we expect as a result of that. And then also doing an exploration program on our inferred resource down dip and converting that inferred resource, if we can by the exploration, into a reserve that will it's targeted to increase our overall reserves by about 50%. The exploration work that we are doing is in an area that has already received some drilling and is super high grade. It is almost 13% zinc, 9% lead, and almost 6 ounces per ton silver. So we have a high expectation that will not only increase our reserves, but hopefully will increase the overall grade of the reserves, even though it is pretty good at 23% zinc equivalent right now.
Well, I look forward to seeing the results from those drill cores. I'm sure. Based on your experience, do you have any advice for companies right now navigating these very peculiar times?
Yeah, I think really it's important to focus on what you're going to look like as a company when you come out the other side of COVID-19. Try and do activities that don't necessarily require a lot of side activity or that are in controlled environments, but work on areas that will increase the value of your company when things settle in the coming months and maybe in the coming years. And that's what we're doing. We have an 18-month plan here, and out of the 18-month plan, we intend to be fully financed for a mine that will be significantly bigger in throughput and in reserves than the current design, and ready for construction in 2022.
Okay, excellent. I look forward to that too. So as we end this here today, how would you sum up the investment proposition for NorZinc? What 3 key ideas do you want to leave with your existing or potential investors?
I think the first is that this is a very high-grade deposit. We are a company developing it in a good location. It's not only high-grade with the zinc, but it's also got a high-grade silver. And as I've mentioned, 22% of our revenue and current prices is going to come from silver. With the current plans, we are anticipating to, by the end of next year, have a production profile on the zinc and lead of something around about 300 million pounds a year, and about 3 million ounces of silver. And that's a reasonably good silver mine. So silver is an important factor in this story here. And the second item is that as part of that program, we will be looking at, as I say, a design throughput increase of 50%, which is significant in terms of annual cash flow. And then thirdly, it is this increase in reserves that we hope to get through drilling. No guarantees, but we have good hopes for that to increase our reserves. And through that, we get an increased throughput, but we still maintain our 15-year mine life with still even more potential for additional reserves in future years, because we have a significant resource base.
Well, excellent summary. I look forward to hearing more from your news flow and talking to you in person sometime soon,
Yes.
hopefully. And so NorZinc trading on the TSX at NZC.
Thank you very much, Arnie. Appreciate it.